Hi guys, it's Carissa, and I'm so sorry, I'm on a super time crunch, so this might be fast, but I have a really short list here, so it's okay. This was going to be a short one anyway. My week 27 and 28 videos, I can tell already, are going to be super long. So in week 26, I noticed that I felt less movement for whole days at a time, 2 or 3 days at a time. And it would really stress me out and really make me feel just uneasy. And I've kind of gotten to a place where I rely on that a lot for just, I don't want to say for like security, but it just is so comforting. There's something about just a little bit of movement here and there throughout the day that really makes me feel like she's just checking in with me and we're good. But then after a couple of days of that, I'll have, she just goes through phases. She just goes through days where she's real lazy and she sleeps a lot. And then she'll have other days where it's like, I almost worry that she's not relaxing enough because she's just moving so much. And it makes me wonder if I'm sitting weird or if she's uncomfortable, like if there's something that I could do to help her feel less like she needs to move around. So, either way, I'm going to worry, I realize. But if I could have it the way that I want it, I would feel her moving like once an hour. I would feel a little something, just a little something. It doesn't even have to be a lot. In week 26, we finalized my baby shower plans, which was very surreal, as well as the shower itself, which is a lot of what I'll have to talk about in my upcoming video for week 27. But we went to the venue. We had not gone there previously, so we went there and checked it out, and it was great. We had breakfast there, which was delicious, and I don't know, it just felt like an out-of-body experience to talk about it like a thing that was actually going to be happening. And still, I feel a little bit like I wasn't actually there. I was just sort of floating around and just looking at everything and taking it all in. And it was very emotional, and I'll tell you guys more about that. But I was also preparing to have a friend come and stay with me, my friend Molly. She is Weight Watchers Wifey on YouTube. And she drove with her sweet little dog. She drove all the way here from Michigan and stayed with me for a couple of nights to attend my baby shower, and that just meant so much to me. So, of course, your house never looks or feels as dirty as it does before you're expecting a guest for the first time, especially a long-term guest. So I was trying to do a lot of cleaning and preparing for laundry because I would be busy all weekend, so I want to make sure I had laundry done. And I also wasn't going to be able to work on Friday or Saturday, so I had to make sure that I got my work done and was prepared to take a couple of days off for the weekend. And then I figured I didn't want to load myself up with too much to do on Monday because I knew Monday was going to feel a little bit weird, and it always does. After a big event, the next, how like the day or two after Christmas feels, where there's a little bit of a feeling of relief, but there's also a sadness because it's over. In week 26, I battled exhaustion hard. I've been sleeping very well, and every day I have this strange feeling, this strange hopeful feeling like, oh, after Mike and I have dinner and like watch a little bit of TV, I'll go upstairs and I'll work on editing one of my videos. And I can barely keep my eyes open by 8 o'clock. So why do I think I'm going to stay up later than 8 o'clock? Ever. And I sleep from, and that's an exaggeration. Sometimes I get in bed around 9 and I don't fall asleep till 10 or later, just playing on my phone or petting the dogs or whatever. But I never, ever get to stay up late enough to get anything accomplished, I guess. So for some reason, it's weird to me that I think that I'll even be able to. Sometimes I'll be watching videos, like a YouTube video on my phone or playing a game on my phone, and I pass out with my phone in my hand. And then I'll wake up a couple of hours later because I have to pee, and I realize that I just passed out. Didn't wash my face, didn't brush my teeth, I try and do that stuff before I even get into bed, but some nights I'm like, oh, let me just sit down in bed for a little bit. And then I end up having to do all of that at like 11 o'clock or sometimes at like 3 o'clock I'll wake up and I'll go in the bathroom like I still have all my makeup on. So that's been interesting. I don't even know what would happen if I went to the movies. Like if I sat down and stopped doing things for that long and it was dark and I was in a comfortable chair, I just think it'd be like a very expensive nap. just like my little girl, I go through cycles where I will have 1 or 2 days of complete and utter exhaustion where I'm just maxed out. I'm so tired. I feel like all day I could just sleep. One day I did for like 5 hours. I slept. It was on a Sunday. I kept waking up, getting some water, and going right back to bed. And then the next day I feel great. And sometimes I feel like I really need that. I feel so guilty about it. I feel like there's so much I should be doing. I get almost kind of upset with myself for not being able to just shake it off. But I also have to listen to my body and do what's best for me. And if I need a day where I just sleep almost all day, luckily it's only like every other week or so, but I try to just give that to myself if I really need it. And the only other note I have for week 26 is the breakouts on my nose. And it's funny because that stopped, but it was starting to get a little bit scary. I was noticing, and I don't think I changed products at all. I don't think I was using different makeup or face wash or anything. For some reason, I was getting these little tiny white, just clogged pores, I guess, on my nose. And they were really snappy. So like when you squeeze at them, because I just felt like I had to. When you squeeze at them, they like snap. I don't know how else to describe it. They're like little bubble wrap pimples. But there's nothing to them. There's just a little bit of clear or milky colored fluid in them, and they're gone. And I don't know why, but I was getting a lot of those on my nose. I think I had 4 or 5 of them in week 26. And I was starting to get scared that they were going to turn into something worse, but I've been lucky so far, so we'll see about that. I cleaned my makeup brushes and my makeup sponges so regularly that I think it was a fluke thing. So yeah, sorry if that was gross, but when you're doing a pregnancy update, there are much more disgusting things that could come up than that. Trust me. So I guess that is it for week 26. I will have some information linked for you guys below, including my Snapchat and my Instagram if you want more frequent updates on this, or just another place to keep in touch with me. And I guess that's it. I will have a much longer and more detailed video for you for week 27 and week 28. Thank you for watching.